What's going on, gamers? It's Fox2, and today I'm bringing you some team deathmatch on Mirage, which, you know, this map is real hit and miss for me, but I don't want to waste any time. I want to get right into what I want to talk about today because the video is only about 5 minutes long. So today, if you guys are not big into esports and competitive Call of Duty, yesterday, as I'm recording this, OpTic Gaming dropped Merc, which some of you that are not up on this may not know. You know, you may think like, oh, what's the big deal? Who cares? Blah, 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 blah. Merc was the captain of OpTic Gaming. He had been with OpTic Gaming for 3 years, and I believe, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments section, but I believe he has won as many or more championships than any other player. Could be big timer, I'm not sure, but he has a lot on his resume as far as different championships and in different tournaments for Call of Duty. So this was a big decision for OpTic Gaming, and several people have asked me what I think about it and what my thoughts are and stuff. So I figured I'd make this quick little video kind of giving my 2 cents on the situation and how I think it's going to play out, and do I think it was right, wrong, whatever. So OpTic Gaming posted a video saying that, you know, there was some attitude issues, we'll call it, with Merc, meaning that his morale maybe wasn't there, he wasn't necessarily positive, he didn't have the positive mental attitude all the time, and that can be a very, very big factor when you're talking about any kind of competitive sport, whether it's esports or actual physical sports. Your mental attitude has a lot to do with your performance, especially when you're talking about world-class levels, you know, like world championship Call of Duty matches, or, you know, world-class boxing matches, or anything like that for that matter. If you go into a match or a tournament or whatever the competitive scenario is with a negative attitude, thinking you're going to lose, you are far more likely to lose. There's a whole brand of psychology, sports psychology, that is based just simply around this idea of how to positively reinforce yourself with, you know, mental images and words and things like that that associate you with winning and doing, you know, performing well and things like that. So I completely understand if Merc was in a funk, and, you know, this was going on for quite some time, apparently, at least according to one side of the story, and it was dragging down the other members of the team, causing their positive mental outlook on things to come negative. That can definitely negatively impact the performance of a group if you have one person that's bringing everybody else's attitudes down with them. So, that being said, if the core group of OpTic, you know, Hex, Scumpy, Big Timer, and Nadeshot feel like this was a solid move, and picking up JCap, which, if you guys are not familiar, JCap actually used to be in OpTic, so they're familiar with the way he plays and everything like that, communication styles, things like that. This could be a very, very positive move for OpTic. This could be the fresh attitude, you know, that they need, which they definitely need something to change, because they have not been winning tournaments this year at all. And in order to get out of funk, sometimes the thing you need to do is shake things up a little bit and change up your outlook, change up your attitude, change up your positivity. Now, where does this leave Merc? Because I do like Merc. I subscribe to his channel. I watch a lot of his videos. I think he's a really great player. He's done a lot for the Call of Duty community, especially competitive. Where does this leave him? Well, JCap left Envious, which is where Rambo plays, who also used to be a former OpTic member. I think it would be a really good move for Rambo and Envy to pick up Merc and bring him on board, because the cohesion is already there between Rambo and Merc. They've already played together. They've won championships together. That would be a really solid move for them, I think, at this point. It's hard to say. It's very iffy. You know, we'll just have to kind of see how this plays out. But either way, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how both teams perform at the next MLG event. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And as always, guys, have a great day.